Hello Space Engineers, Wellington6012 here, and welcome back to Close to Home. How's everybody going today? Hope you are good. So you find me back at the main base, and yeah, I've been here for a while doing stuff sort of on camera. You would have seen the sped up thingy by now. Yes, that took an hour and a half, and then I've done more stuff since then as well. So yeah, just watching this go round and round. So yes, digging a very big hole, putting in a very big floor, and doing some other bits and pieces, but nothing that I felt was so exciting that needed to be on camera. Yeah, so let's get into things, because yeah, a few things to do. Now, I happen to know that this is fully extended. I can actually turn that off now. So that's good. Right, first of all, I'm going to get some help. I decided that I will get, if you're familiar with the stream that I did, Learning to Survive, so not repair, recover, not recover, repair, resale with Stuart, but Learning to Survive with Dan. So I'm going to get Dan to give me a hand. So get some stuff on the computers. Yeah, so I think this build area will suit him. I think Dan will be useful. Pull what materials, repair. Don't need to worry about that. We want the engineer, and it's Dan. I went back to an old save and checked it, and he had a colour that was kind of a greeny yellow, sort of a fluoro, I would say an English fluorescent yellow. Yes, that's cool. And build. Need to make some materials. And I've set up the auto thing as well. So I just did that actually before I turned the camera on. So hopefully we'll get that done. We've got enough stuff there for that. Come on. Yep, there we go. And build. Yay! There's Dan. There's Dan. Okay, so was he in like fly mode or walk mode? Because there is a mode, isn't there? And build. Oh no, he hasn't got a mode. I'm thinking of the nanobots. Yeah, so I think he should be able to access everything. What's he repairing? Maybe that's just not quite finished. I'm not sure what was going on there. This bike has just been a performer. So, when you left me last time, I think I was up at the Alpine Hub. I flew back, and yeah, I got back just in time. I think I made that note actually. Returned safely from Alpine Hub with 4K. I had about, when it was under thrust, I had like 4 minutes of power left. But when it was just coasting, it was like 20 minutes. So I had, so really for what is a few little batteries, to go all the way up to that mountain and back again was a pretty good effort. So yeah, I'm just absolutely stoked with these new fans and stuff. I did change things a little bit, so a little bit more detail and a camera on the back, and just moved that back. So yeah, if you subscribe to this, because this is recording in the future, I would have published this before now. Not before now, but you would have seen it before. Yeah, anyway. So just act surprised if you download it and it's a bit different. Right, so yep, moved the Rover to the mine, and one of the other things down here was gravity component for the fish tank. Yes, so actually we'll just jump into there. So yeah, I moved the Rover over because it was just a start one. I don't really have any attachment to it. It was useful, but it was only ever to get started. I was never going to sort of keep it as such. So I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to keep it over here. So if I need to get some iron, we've got the drill, and it works actually quite well down in the hole. So I think this is going to be a good spot for it. I am just producing some glass because I stopped through here on the way back and finished the fish tank. I want to show you this because it actually looks really cool. I mean, I've had fish tanks I've made one or two before, but in this setting, in this building, in this renovation, this modernisation of what was a shell, I just think it just works on so many levels. And yeah, it looks real cool in here. I'm liking it. And they're actually all alien, now that I look at it closely. They're all alien plants and stuff. Go to the developers for just, you know, using stuff that's already there. Yeah, so that's cool. Grass down there. Every time you look close, there's like rocks and... okay, that's cool. Right, so, yeah, super happy with this place. Is just a nice little holiday home or whatever. It's a shame about those gaps in the glass there, but let's just not look too close. Right, back to here. So, let's just go into the text. So, yeah, so I completed the contracts. Actually, completed the contracts. So, yeah, I did take a flight over. So that's all empty. And we've got 2,202... Oh, no, 2,200... Try that again. 2,202,000 space credits. So that's real good. Yep, so happy with that. And yeah, so get cobalt completed. I got the thing out of the locker when I passed by. I think that's that one in there. Yes, it is. I mean, it was actually just still wasn't much stuff. So I have to make a sign to put all those on. Things to do. Gosh, really bright. I just replaced that with the scaffolding blocks. So we didn't have a big, huge metal thing because I knew Dan would fix it. Yeah, go Dan. Okay. So that's cool. Yeah, and did the auto crafting. So that's what I've got there. So that's working through that. I want to press that one there. So yeah, that's working through that stuff. That's good. Gravity component fish tank. Yeah, so we can do. Sorry about the flashing lights. So we can get rid of all of that, and we'll get rid of all of that. So, as I said, I think, before, the other thing I did was make a very big hole and a lot of floor, so that's the thing. I will move this down a couple of notches as well, so that Dan will hopefully weld those. Probably could go another one as well. And I've started to put some infrastructure under here as well. Why did I turn my lights off? Yes, sort of started to put some infrastructure. I am running a bit low on ice. Not super low. It's just, you know, this bit here, I'm just... Why am I collecting it? I don't want to collect it. Yeah, I'm just letting it sort of run into the hole. But what I'm going to do is set up some pistons going this way into the ice lake. So it's going to be a thing. Yeah, so that's that. So we're getting there. Okay, so what I was gonna do was set up some stuff. So I'm thinking hydrogen tanks over here. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's just grab some of those. Yeah, I need a bigger cargo container as well. That's gonna be a thing. Yeah, so we'll set those up. Not too sure. I mean, I might just put them on the floor like... Yeah, anyway. I'll get... Do I want to do the gas first? No, maybe I should do the cargo containers in the other refinery first. So, I was kind of thinking that... Go like here... It's a big space, so if we went in there for the speed module for an assembler. So if that went there, that went there, and that went there. Okay, so that's good. want to do? No, actually, I might put the... Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Go Dan. Never really thought this through. Yeah, maybe put the refinery out here. So that'll go like that. Stick out. Like so. And then we'll put another one there. Not now, but we'll put another one there. Okay. So that's good. I'll put a cargo container in here, and that can connect to the conveyor system that's there, I think. So if we put one of those in. Yep. Okay, so that's cool. And that will need to go that one. Grab that. Yeah, so maybe just leave this with me, I guess. And yeah, I'll just continue to work through this. Might be a time for a sped up montagey thing. Alright, so sit rep, I've moved the hover bike, so clearing out all that stuff in there, and it's raining, and yeah, so that's all good. We'll go under there in a sec. Yeah, so I've moved that over here and just made it a bit more simplified. It's a shame that there's not a block like this that's got sort of half rails in there exactly for this particular situation. Anyway, yes, so I went with this this system here. So if you've been watching Farming Space Pirates, same sort of look, and yeah, I really quite like it. It's you know, to have it in the floor but still visual, and I think it works quite well. And a couple of refineries, well, the one refinery and then the other one that I moved, and yeah, I've set up the auto crafting, so that's all sort of on top of stuff now, so that's good. And yeah, I've got the speed modules. Those event controllers are for this, which I've just got turned off at the moment, but we'll get that going soon, just to try and get on top of the power a little bit. because yeah, both of these going with a full set of things is yeah, it's chewing through the electricity. Yeah, but speaking of electricity, some more batteries, and so this is the ores one here. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to need huge, vast amounts of storage, but you know, potentially I will put another one in, maybe one for ores, one for ingots. Yeah, I could easily put another one down there, so that's cool. But this scenario is not about building a massive base. You know, I do want to have a bit of fun and make a base as you do, you know, but yeah, this will be a good space in here for doing stuff, that's for sure. And yeah, you can see it's raining out here, but if I come inside, it's not raining. So that's why I, you know, wanted to create this sort of bit of a cabin. Nice area to work in. Now Dan has been just, yeah, he's been real good actually. He's been quite helpful. I'm starting to figure out why he's not, when he's not working, why he's not working. Yeah, now interestingly, he's just welding these up to the point for the projection. So yeah, I wonder if I should actually grab, oh, I can't get anything from here, I have to get it from over here. I might just grab some steel and just give him a little bit of a head start. Yeah, because I was like, why are you not welding that stuff up? And it was because he's only welding up to the projection, which is one block each. So what I need to do is actually turn the projection off. Just get these ones, they're quite hard to get those in there. Yeah, so he's like, oh, hang on, I've done it. So now if I turn the projection off, hang on. Yeah, I turned it off. So now that I turned it off, it's like, hey Dan, where you go? Just let him think about it. Come on, Dan. Hang on, what's he doing? He is repairing half-armor light box. Maybe he can't find it. It would be good if I knew which one he was repairing. Because, yeah, sometimes it's been like he can't actually get to the one that needs repairing, because it could be one of the ones in here, but alright, we'll leave him for a little while. Okay, so if I go out here, oh, I love that bike, it's real cool. Yeah, so I put the drill on. The fact that that's going probably means we're out of ice, and I'll turn it more in a second. So I did go down an extra block. Let's just do these, but yeah, I could just put more wind turbines in, but I think because we're on the ice lake, you know, I really sort of want to sort of focus on that.
Inventory
using that option. So as I say, the fact that this drill is on, actually, because that's all right. I'll turn it off. So what I did was I put these event controllers in, and what they do is when this container here fills up, it extends the piston and turns the drill on, and then when it's empty, and then when it fills up, it turns it off. So I was keeping, that's why there's a sorter here to sort of keep the system in isolation. So I thought it could sort of self-feed rather than filling up the whole system with ice and overwhelming it. It could be a good way to do that. So yeah, I'll just see how things go. But then again, once we're actually finished with this, we're going to have that whole ore container and we should be right. So yeah, but anyway, right. What I want to do is put some infrastructure over here for the hydrogen. So that's the plan. Yeah, and the wind turbines, again, I could just put more in, but I actually want to put them up on there. So yeah, so that's sort of what I'm thinking. Right, let's just grab the right colour. And what I think is, I would like that. one, and we'll put that one there. All makes sense. What I think I want to do. I just want to raise this up a little bit. Do I raise it up? Oh yeah, I could raise it up with 2 blocks. Yeah. Let's get it all the way down. Okay, so we'll do that. That. And then we'll go here. I'll just put it that. Then put the hydrogen generators in here. Like this. And they can be this red colour, so why not? And have I got that right? Because the hydrogen engines... Yeah, see, they've got one at the front, so they could go on the front. Can't do it here, but like that. So if I went like that. Yeah, and hopefully Dan comes and helps me soon. Doing. Said all those nice things about you, Dan, and you're not doing stuff. It's potentially because he can't reach one of the ones that needs welding up back in there somewhere. Yeah, again, I wish I knew which one he was trying to do. Hang on, let me just cheat for a second. And just make sure that these ones are all done. Yeah, see, they're all done. I don't know which ones he's trying to do. Don't know. So I'm just using the old teleporting option there. Is it because you haven't got any stuff? No, you got stuff. Sorry, big sneeze. Yeah, so... don't know what he's doing. After all those nice things I said about you, Dan, maybe I need to get him to go to bed and have a bit of a rest. Storing. Respawn. Right. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So, there's here. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking there. That's the annoying thing. He can get stuff out of there, but I can't. Oh well. You put the stuff in there, I'll do that. Right, do it. No, I'll go for this colour. Gone away. Okay, so let's put those down like that. And yeah, I guess the first one can go here. Then the next one can go here. And I think just 2 would be sufficient. And I might just put you down like that. Put a cap on the end of it. Okay, I will need to go underground as well. So I'm going to go like that. One of those on for decoration. Then go underground. Like that. Okay, so that's cool. Then I could use the scaffolding. That one there. Corner. That could work. Except I need stuff. Okay, I am going to. I'm going to get rid of you. Put you in there so I can get stuff. Okay, probably make it red. So if I put corner piece in there, corner piece there, there, there. What's the difference between inverted? Don't know. One and that one. Cool. And then put the large. Where is it? There it is. The large one of those. Yeah. And that'll place. Because Dan's on the way. Out of the way, Dan. And I think that should work quite well. Right. Do the same here. Cool. So I think that'll work out quite well. Potentially I might move those. So I like having these towers. I just think that that I'll crash into them, to be blunt. So I'm thinking maybe some light towers. That'd be quite cool. Could have some spotlights on there. But yeah, it is good having these lights. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, okay. So that's all good. We're pretty close. Oh, sun's up. Yes, it's been quite an extensive build period. This. So yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll finish all this off. I might put these towers in and stuff, so I'll just do some bits and pieces. And yeah, and then it's probably going to be time to finish. I'll put the hydrogen tanks up here, and yeah, I'll do some stuff with the piston underneath. So yeah, maybe sometime we'll see you when we see you. But yeah, that will go there. Hang on, actually, just so that'll go there. And then I was thinking that now we've got these covers, we can put them on. That would be quite good to get access into the engines. Let me just weld that up because I think that would be quite good. Oh, that one's up, not up the right way. I did that. I'll need to grind down the other one. Yeah, I think that works quite well having that on there, because it was always a thing with these, what to put on the end of the engine. Unless I've got an even better idea. What about, sorry, I said I was going away and all, but this is all too exciting. What about I put a vent on there? No. Just a bit too big. No, I think I'll stick with plan A. It was a good concept. Cool, alright, leave this with me, and yeah, Dan and I will do some welding and put some other stuff in and get some power happening. Stand by. There it is. There it is. So this is the third time I've turned the camera on, thinking that, oh, this is the last push, but we finally got there. Oh, gosh. I mean, there's plenty of ice there, but it's just good to get that drill in there. Yeah, that took a little while. Right, so now that should be filling up with lots of ice, so that's good. Yeah, but it won't be too much in there. So now that I've got access, and I know I could just like drill a big hole in the surface of the ice, but I quite like the idea of just having this. Well, let's be honest, I quite like the idea of not having a hole to fall into when I'm driving or something. Okay, so that's good, and let's just check these out, because these now, okay, so now it's recharging, which is good. Still 8 hours, but we are processing stone, so yeah. So this will turn on automatically when this drops down to a certain level, which is what those timers up there do. Yeah, so that's that, and this is this. That doesn't work anymore because none of them are connected, and I just missed a spot. Good. Yeah, I turned these around as well, so they're just a bit more, a bit better than what they were. Better. Look better. Yeah, and not having. Yeah, it just works better. I mean, that potentially could be a conveyor thing in there. That might actually be better. Hang on. Sorry, hang on. But yeah, it's been a big day for me. It's taken quite a while to do all this stuff. Quite happy with how it's come out though. That's what we want. Hopefully we've got parts. We've got parts. Yeah, it's come out real well. I think it works. And yeah, two's going to be enough. If it's not enough, I would probably slide that one over and. Yeah, because I don't want to go too far out in the lake. But that's... Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that's good. And yeah, liking these sort of doors on here. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. I think they just add something a little bit. Yeah, so it's all coming up pretty well. It's all off. And yeah, so I think I'll put some walkways sort of up the top here, and then potentially, yeah, I think this is where I kind of want to put maybe a few wind turbines along here. They'll just be nicely out of the way because, yeah, the bike does struggle to stop, which is intentional. I only want just sort of station keeping back thrust. I didn't want it to stop on a dime, so it's designed to go one way, and that's forward. Yeah, so that's that. I have to move all this stuff somewhere, but that might be for next time. I mean, all this can be cleared out now. The only thing that's keeping it here is the med bay, which we might put somewhere. I mean, it could go over here. Yeah, it could sort of just stick out here potentially. Gosh. Could go down. Oh, we got the new one as well. Oh, the new one. It's got a different position. That'd work. That'd fit in well. Do I even keep it red? I think it could go red. It could go red and just mix in. Yeah, I think that'll fit in well down there. Let's do it. Okay, I'll sort this out and yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, let me move this and tidy all that up, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so that's all done. Nice big space. That's cool. Right, so yeah, this works. This works here. It's I'm not saying it's going to go everywhere, but and not go away from my traditional white color, but I think for this area it works. So that's real cool. Yes, so I did just put the camera here a second ago. There it is. Yes, so that's where I'm going to pull the pin. Thanks everybody for joining me today. Hope you did enjoy today's episode. And can join me again next time when we will, I think, get some cobalt and get some magnesium and let these process it. Oh, what are you doing? And yeah, so how I'm going to do that, I think, is use the bike, but I might just sort of attach some cargo containers to the bottom of it with a little bit of extra thrust. So I've got a little bit of an idea how to do that, just to make a trip over, because yeah, I don't think we'll need a lot of magnesium. We won't need a lot of cobalt. So yeah, that'll be at least enough just to get us going, get processing until we'll do some other bits and pieces. Yeah, and then maybe to the moon after that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Cobalt, magnesium, next episode, following episode, start to make moves towards the moon and retrieve that ore bot back, and then potentially deal with the asteroid, get a sort of base set up there, and then we're going to have to go chasing those pirates. So, but I figured we'll just leave the pirates for a little bit. That'll give us a break from sort of space operations. Cool, but all that's still to come. So, yeah, until next time, as always, stay safe out there, everybody, and have a good one. Say goodbye, Dan. Hey! I did not plan that.